I'm live. I wonder if anybody else is live or alive or around their computer now. What is it? Okay, how do I get this on? Oh, I see. Okay, we got a few there. Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. I'm going to go over some new grants I've found that I want to share with you. And I'm going to try to put them in. I see I could put them in the chat afterward. So probably about an hour or so. If I forget tonight, I'll put them in there in the morning. So on both YouTube and Instagram, I'll put all these websites that I'm going to talk about. They'll be in the chat, okay? Chat. How do you like that? Chat. Ooh, I messed up that. So you could see me in the mirror and in the back. See the back of my head. This is where my my words I'm looking for falls out back there. So I could go back and look at them. And that's pretty cool. But I don't see me on the Instagram on my... I don't use Instagram much, so I'm trying to do more. So that... Nah, it's not there. I know it's here somewhere. See if I go to the home page. I still don't know. Profile more. I guess maybe Reels it would be in. Or would they be really good? No. Well, I know I'm on because we got 40 or 50 people there, and that's good. And then we got about 40 people on YouTube. Well, a couple things are going wrong. We can't go live on our Let's Go Help 2 because we ran out of how many hours we do. So we use it live, not only for me, but also members helping members. So they help you. That's why you could ask us 100 questions a day or whatever, and I try to have live people there once in a while. So when you come on the site, you say, hey, there's somebody live and I can ask them the question here. People have done it before, and that's what it's all about. It's about learning from others on how they did it. We all have this preconceived notion about what it is out there for all this, and it's not really right. Now let's see, I don't like that light here. I didn't get that too right. Well, I guess that's good enough. It's good enough for government work. And I do a lot of government work here. Well, actually, what I do is talk about the government. So everything I'm going to talk about today, don't forget, I'm going to put links in the description. And I'll get them in by at least the latest tomorrow morning. So if some of them you want to know the direct links to the programs I talk about, because how I talk about program is really to show you examples of the kind of stuff that's out there. See, I know, I certainly, nobody knows for sure about anything, but I'm certain that most every problem you have that you need money for, there's a program out there that will help you. But see, that they advertise that way, people don't know about it, they go out and try to do it themselves, and they haven't done it before, then they get tied up in getting nothing, and then they give up. And that's with anything, you cannot give up. The stuff is out there. You just haven't done it right. Look all the idiots that are successful. They're not mental geniuses at all. They just hang around long enough until they figure it out. And that's what you can do. We all, I think we're all at 90% intellectual level to do almost anything you want in this country. Look at all the idiots, I say, that run things in this country. So why the hell isn't you, right? Because you don't hang in there long enough. You don't believe it because you run into a problem and then you give up. Well, like today, man, we just found out that Skype, I don't know. Skype is where when you order from me, we go to Skype. Skype's the biggest credit card processor thing in the whole world. And they all of a sudden sent us a notice 2 or 3 days ago that, we're going to have to cancel you. So I'm getting canceled on Skype, and I can't believe it. And for something in their rules and regulations, something about government, I don't even understand what it is. And nobody will explain it to me. They just said, well, we got about 6-7 days and you got to be out of here. Now, that's disastrous to us because most of our money comes from subscriptions. And so they're going to have all the subscription money. And it's going to be a nightmare to find these people again and whatever. It's just hell. So I've been doing that all day. So I thought, maybe I will go live. You guys will give me inspiration and make me feel not so bad. So yeah, life just beats you up every day, and that's what life is. So you got to get used to it because and that's why I just don't trust happiness. That ain't gonna last long. And somebody's gonna come out of left field and just pull the rug out from you. So that's why I think the whole thing is about resilience. What do you do when you fail? That's why when I do a new project or a new business or line or something like that, I say, okay, what am I going to do if this fails? Because in the beginning, I used to say, oh, I'm going to make $1 billion if I do this. And of course it didn't. And then I'd have to lick my wounds for 6 months because, I was so devastated. Now I got rid of that because I flunked or failed a lot. And that's the story of life. If you're not failing, you're not doing. So make sure you fail so that way you do. Okay, let's go through some of these things. Okay, here's a new program in Philadelphia, $5,000 for rent. If you're late with mortgage, you're late with rent, or you need home repairs, okay? This is a new $5,000 grant. Now, how would you know? And it's not gonna be there long. See, that's the other thing about these programs. They come and go. So you have them for a minute and then they'll be gone. That's it. Okay. This is from Philadelphia, so it's in the area. See, but you have to look for programs like this where you live. That's what it is. Where you live. Not in Philly. You're not going to drive to Philly and buy a house there, right? No. But this is a sample. I mean, this is happening all over. Thousands and thousands and thousands of programs. Okay, here's a new program in Georgia. It's for low-income people. Get $25,000 to help buy a home. Yeah, wow. Okay, now this is a government program that gives it to the bank, and the bank gives it to you to buy a home. Okay, and it's actually not even a grant. It's a zero interest loan. But see, most of these zero interest loans, and they have no payments, and you have to pay it back like when you sell the house. That's the way a lot of these programs work. So even though it's a loan, your house is going to improve. However you live there, you may have to. They may say you have to live there. Maybe 5 years to pay it off or something like that to make sure that you stay there and you're not using it just to flip houses. That's the thing. They don't want you to use this money to flip houses, but to live in. They're more concerned about getting money to people to live in. So that's $5,000 to $25,000, and that's in Georgia. Okay, this is an interesting thing, and there's two. What's happening now, the government is now paying your medical debt. Okay, if you have medical debt, in other words, oh God, I went to the hospital by accident, and oh shit, I got home and there's a $30,000 bill there. I can't pay that, or whatever. The ambulance comes and takes you to the hospital, and all of a sudden, oh, we got a $100,000 bill. Well, what the hell happened? You're spinning around and coming out the other end. Okay, so what you have to do is see if your city, most of this is run by cities. States now, Illinois is going to buy, listen to this, is going to take care of, is it Illinois? Yes, okay. What they're going to do is pay off the debt of 330,000 people. So that's almost 500,000 people are going to get their medical debt wiped off by the government. So that means you clear up your credit score and all this kind of stuff. So and this $340 billion, 340,000 members or people live in Illinois. It's going to cost the government, or it's going to cost $1 billion. It's $1 billion of medical debt, and they're going to wipe it away with $9 million. So you get rid of $1 billion, and for $9 or $10 million. See, million, not billion. 1 million or 10 million, get rid of 1 billion. Okay, billion debt. 340 people, all their debt has gone away. And that's why I see that it's a very clever system, because there's a company in town in the United States. They're a nonprofit, and what they do is, if a hospital has your bill and they has your debt, and they're trying to get you to pay the debt, and they don't, and they bang on you for 10 years or whatever, and they still can't get the money, and give it to bankruptcy attorneys and all this kind of stuff, and they still can't get the money. What they do, they have this piece of paper. So what they do, they sell that maybe $10,000 of debt for like $1,000 to somebody, because that somebody says they could probably beat on you harder than the hospital can, because they're good at beating on people. So what this nonprofit does, okay, give me that $10,000 or $10 million, whatever, and I'll give you $1,000, and I'm just going to rip them up. Okay, so that's what's the government doing, because they're ripping up that debt. So you're a nicer citizen, you're a nicer person to be in the community, because you don't have that medical debt hanging over. You can now get other loans and whatever you need, because the bad mark on your credit is gone and all this kind of stuff. So it really helps people a lot for very little money to speak of. So if you get rid of, what is it, $1 billion for only 10 million, wow. I mean, don't forget, that's not 10%, that's like 1%. You get rid of that money at 1%, man. And that's in Illinois doing this. Florida's going to do it now. For 300,000 people in Florida, get rid of their medical debt. Man, see, that's like a 750,000 people now are going to wake up in the morning and not have any medical debt anymore. Poof, poof, poof. See, that's what the elected officials can do with the tax money. Is not so much, they give people grant money for this, that, and the other thing. Well, wow, how about get rid of my debt? Okay, we'll do that. And it's such a bargain. See, this is the best bargain in the country right now, is medical debt. And that's why I see more and more cities are doing that. And that's fun. Okay, here's another thing that's happening is that to get a better job, you have to get a better job. If you want more income, then you have to worry about trying to get grants to get income, because you're making more income. You don't need that anymore. See, the best way to get money is make it. And sometimes you can't, and so you need the grants, okay? But now you get a grant to learn how to make more money. Okay, now that's cool. And it's really through job training. Okay, now we have something like, what is it? 9 million jobs that can't find people with credentials to have these jobs. And it usually just takes a course of, training of 3 to 4 months or something like that. And you get a decent job that's like $70,000 or more with no college degree, and that's what's available now. So what the government does is, now you remember Pell Grants? Well, we still have Pell Grants, so you don't have to remember too long. And what they're doing now is going to, and it's not finished till, but it looks like going to have the Pell Grants you could use for training. So you used to only be able to use it to go to a college and degree, but no. I need 3 months training to learn how to make electric batteries for cars, okay? Yeah, now you could use the Pell Grant for that, okay? And now, actually, what they're doing here, I think this is in Illinois, they're giving you an additional, it's additional $390 to pay for gas money. So you got to go back and forth when you're training and things like this. So they're giving you an extra $400 for extra training, gas money for training. So you get a gas card and a grant to pay it, and also you get paid while you train. You're on a payroll, making money. You get grant to pay for the training, but the company is paying you too to train, because they want to hire you so badly. These companies need people, man, like Carter needs liver pills. Now that's a bad thing. Okay, here's another neat one, is that a grant, what was it? Okay, $20,000 to $50,000 for a home-based business. You hear that? $20,000 to $50,000 just for a home-based business. I mean, that's amazing. Yeah. And this is in small areas, so in small town. They're home-based businesses out in the country. Man, there's the rest of your life. Somebody's going to give you 50 grand, go live in a small town, and you start a business at home because the internet is everywhere, right? So you can start a business. That's what I can do. This is what I do anywhere in the world. You know, and that's what neat about this kind of business. And that's a brand new one, and it's a national one too. So I'll have the link for that. In here too for you. What else we have? Microenterprise in small town. That's another one. So another one where it's just microenterprise. So that's small kind of businesses for that. And that's a national program. And then there's one for solar. You get $18,000 for solar panels. Yeah. And that's a national program too. And it's run by the Department of Agriculture, whether you're a business or individual, whatever, and they help you with that. Wow, $18,000. I mean, that goes a long way to getting rid of your electric bills. That's what we all want to do. Okay, these 7 or 8 programs, I'm going to put it underneath in the description on both YouTube. No, not YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Okay, and in Instagram. Okay, let's see. Let me take some questions now. Okay. Any Instagram questions? I see a lot of waves here, but no questions. Okay. Let's see. You are such an amazing person for trying to help others. So, thank you. I've been watching your commercials since I was a kid. Yeah, I probably was back then too. Come on, nobody has a question on Instagram. Okay, and I'm not on Let's Go Help 2 because I can't. I usually do YouTube and Let's Go Help 2 with the paid members. So now I'm helping no paid members, just all freebies, but let me help you. I need help with college. I have already filled out the FASCA. Okay, the couple of things on college. Okay, if you're a member, I don't know, because I know on YouTube we got a lot of members there. If you're a member, we got a report. Remember, ask for our report on Let's Go Help 2. The report that has that good information in it is called Lesko's Meta, like in Facebook, Meta Grant Report. And I tell you there, if you're not a member, what you want to do is go to at least your state office of higher education. They all have grants for the people that live in your state to get help and money to go higher education. You contact also your state career one-stop center. Actually, it's your county career one-stop center. Now, and you ask them about sources. So you don't want to go Google. Just don't go Google, please. Go to a good librarian. Go to the reference librarian, and they'll port you to that stuff. But if you go to Google, you're just going to get sucked into somebody who wants to sell you or sell your name or scam you, and you don't want to do that. Okay, the other thing you want to do, oh, I had another one. I know. The college you're going to, there's more money in your college than anywhere else, and you want to go there. And before you sign on the dotted line, ask them about what programs are there. Our son went to a college in Ohio. Oh, I forgot to do that myself, and I lost about $5,000 or whatever because I just didn't go down and ask. And and the best thing to do is, and if you're in school now, you make it an appointment to talk to the people at that office. The financial aid office at your college. Try to find a friend there so you could check in every couple weeks or whatever, anything new, because these programs come into that college and out, in and out. Like I give part of my Social Security, not about most of it actually, my Social Security that I get, because I don't need it. I make a nice living, and the government gives me money, and I want to give it to somebody who could really use it, so I give it to a local community college, but it's limited. It's a couple $1,000, or what do I give a month, and it's in and out, and it's gone. So you have to know, if you know somebody there, they'll tell you when it's in, so you could apply, and that's the way. My husband and I are disabled seniors. I found out he lost Medicare. He can barely make rent. Medicaid. So we're really nervous now. Okay, Debbie, he may have just lost Medicaid by accident. What happens around the country is that a lot of these Medicaid programs are, because of COVID ending, you had to apply again, and they maybe forgot to apply, but it's a mess. So I would check to make sure that they just didn't drop you by accident and you're still eligible for it. call Medicaid, and if they don't have a good answer for you, call your elected official. And I would start with the 2 senators and your congressman, and you could find them by going to, what the hell? commoncause.org. Go to that website, commoncause.org, and you get the address and phone numbers of your elected officials to have them check to make sure they didn't cut you off of Medicaid by accident, okay? Because you want to find out for that. Okay, the other thing you want to do if you have to pay for things like rent and other things, utilities, go to find, F-I-N-D-H-E-L-P, okay, find, F-I-N-D-H-E-L-P.org. That's a .org. Don't go any place except a .org or a .gov, because any place else is going to try to get money from you, because that's why they're there. Okay, these, if you go just to .org or .gov, they're there to give you money. .coms are there to get money, like us. We're at letsgohelp.com. We're there to get money from people, okay, to pay for what we want to do, okay? The government and nonprofits have money to give you. So that's a different ballgame. So you want to know just those people. You don't want to know the other people. I love your glass. Oh, thanks, Zara. I shopped with you a lot. I did. Please let me know why you enjoy scamming people. And I don't know. Why do you waste your time asking those questions? For the home business, where do you go? Okay, for any kind of business thing, you need money to start a business. You need money to grow a business. It could be a business at home, or you need money to work on an invention, or you want to start a nonprofit, or whatever. Here's where you go. You go to sba.gov/local assistance, okay? sba.gov/local assistance. And when you get there, what you want to do is you put in your zip code, and you'll find 20, 30, 40 organizations in your area that will help you start a business for free. That's what they're there. They're there as a business mentor. They get grants to help you, so you don't have to pay them money, but also you have to be nice to them because they're going to get paid whether they help you or not. You know, so they want to help somebody who's nice. They don't want to help government. Fuck you. You know, no, it's not. They could just hang up on you and they get the same paycheck. You know, it's not like people on the internet. They're going to kiss your butt because they want to figure out how to get money from you. This is a different ballgame. You have to learn it because that's where the opportunities are. That's where you get what you need to survive or to thrive or to do things you really want to do in life. And that's what the government programs are all about. But people don't know that because they don't advertise, or people make a call or two and they get throw up their hands and say, oh, Let's Go's full of shit, or just say, hey, he's just scamming people. And then you don't follow through. It's not going to take just one phone call, you know, and you're going to get a check in the mail next Thursday. If it was like that, I wouldn't be in business. It'd be easy. So you have to learn what's going on. But you can learn this, you can learn anything. You learn how to drive a car, ride a bicycle, use the computer, all this kind of stuff, right? And so you can learn this too. And the ones who do learn to get an extra, listen to this, an extra $22,000 a year from the government. That's the average money that the government gives out to every family in America every year. And it keeps growing every year. So that's why if you're not using this and you're in trouble, if you have a lot of money, then God bless you. You don't need it. But I don't know many of those people. I used to work for those people, and then I got sick of helping rich people get more money. I was helping millionaires become billionaires. I love becoming a member of Let's Go. Yay! Thank you so much, Debbie. And you have to ask us questions there. You know, and I'm sorry I can't go live there yet. Maybe starting again next month, I will. When we get a new, we used up all our live streaming hours, and we're working on how to do that and get more on there. This community is the sweet. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Well, that's it. I mean, I'm here just to help people as much as I can before I die. Now we charge money, yes, so we could stay around and help people, and I could pay people to help me and things like that. But if we make more than we need, we give it back to members. We give now members $75,000 every month. You hear that? I can't believe it. We're a small little company. This is like half our business that we're giving back every month. And it's just, it does my heart good to feel that, and my heart grows. My heart grows every day with these members, because all I want to do is give to them, and I see that makes them want to give to other members, and I think I have something to do for the rest of my life. And I'm just going to grow my heart, until it's all over for me. And I wake up excited about doing this every day. You're a young man. I have a lot of life. Christy, well, 80. I'm 80, baby. Yes, he is. I'm calling, but well, that's fine. You have a right to your opinion. I'm a poor kid, not doing financially well in school. Could I get some help? Well, you're in school, you're in college, you're in kindergarten, or what? It depends. I mean, you have trouble paying rent or whatever. The best place to look, really, for things like living expenses, if you need that while you're a student, then you go to findhelp.org. Okay, now when you go to findhelp.org, you just go look at rent and think you're going to fill in an application. You'll find there'll probably be 20, 30, 40 organizations that help people with rent. You have to start calling each and every one to see if one of them will help you, or if they know another one that will help you. See, that's the key. See, the key is doing that research and find the stuff. It's like panning for gold. You don't go, oh, there's a river. I don't see any gold. Oh, I'll go home. And that's what it is. And Google's worse, because you got, the gold is in there, but you never find it, because there's too much other stuff. You get 1 billion websites. That's what it is. And so you're never going to cut through that well enough to find the stuff you want. And that's what we're doing. I plan on doing this until I'm not breathing anymore, because I can't think of anything. What am I going to play? Shitty golf? Growing up in the 50s, that was it. You retired and go down and play golf for the rest of your life in Florida. That sounds stupid. I'm going to do something I'm lousy at? Man, look at I know how to do this good, and it helps people. Nothing better in life than helping other people. So I appreciate every member, everybody I'm able to talk to here, because you give me an opportunity to try to help you. It's not guaranteed I can, just like a government grant is not guaranteed, but if I show you where it is, it's just the possibilities. But I know it's there, I know it's real, and I know hundreds of millions of people get it every year. So it's that. And I know only thing is for sure, you get nothing if you don't try. So you have to get out there and try, and that's why we have members helping members to realize that part about this process. And so if you're in it together trying to help things, I think that's more important than me, is that other people who've been through this, that you're going to have to go through a little bit. Not that it's going to be miserable all the time, but it may be. And that's why for the first roadblock, you just can't say, let's go, what a clown. I knew I shouldn't have believed in him or trusted what he said. And you shouldn't in some way, because that's important to be skeptical, because there are too many scammers out there. And you have to be very careful. The government does love giving our money away. It does. It does it every year, so it could get more from you. Give it. Well, I mean, the process is you vote for somebody, they represent you, and they decide how to spend the money and collect it and all that kind of stuff. So that's democracy, sort of. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna have to get going, because I spent so much brainwave time trying to fix the problem, because we want people to be in business. If I can fix this fast, and start a whole, that's how the operations of a business. That's the pain in the ass. It's fun helping people and do blah, blah, blah. But to stay in business and make money at it, that's a little more complicated, and is not why I'm in business, is to learn how to run businesses, but you have to do what you want. So you train yourself to do what's necessary in order to do what you really want to do in life. And that's the way I like it. If you don't want to really do that, then, but if you really want to do something, you go do a lot of things that are uncomfortable just so you could do that thing. And that's why if you're looking for money, have the right purpose in mind, because that'll give you more stamina and perseverance to get it and do what it takes to get it. It's just like learning to walk. When you learn to walk, a little kid, I remember my kids started learning, they're like 40 now, so they'd crawl over to the coffee table and then fall on their ass, and then crawl back and stand up again and fall on their ass. So they keep failing, right? Anytime you're going to do anything new, you're going to fall on your ass a lot. So get out there and fall on your ass. Wear a pillow, because it's going to happen. And you just go get up and do it again. And then you learn, and then you get better and wiser and everything. I had really a smart boss. She was amazing. And she said to me, Mindy, it's all about who you know and who you talk to that will determine your success. Well, maybe. But some people try to do that. But I mean, to me, I guess it's what that means. I mean, you learn from people, sure. And that's what truly is. Where do you get fit? Let's Go Clothes. I'm going to do that more. Let'sGoClothes.com. I have all this stuff. I'll make it myself and send it. Tell you, Matthew, I simply need true help. Well, if you're, I see you're here again. You're the person who called me a scammer? Aren't you the same person? Well, I don't know what time to help you. If you're a member, we help you till the cows come home. If you're not a member, start with findhelp.org and look under subject area and start calling those people under that subject area. Oh, Tula, 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 Tula. And, but we have a little business administration crisis going on now. So that's where to get that lock a player, whatever that, protect this. Thank you. Bye, Brad. Okay. Oh, Tula. We have a problem with going live. So we're trying to go a new system on that. So stay tuned with us, okay? And check in with Misty, see where we are on that, okay? Love you all so much for giving me a chance to try and help you. Because that grows my heart, and I just want to do that more. So thank you so much.